This is a chit chat kind of video on a topic which is very close to my heart, and this this vlog has been triggered by another video which I watched last night, and then I thought I need to vlog about this. There's a lady from America who is in India, who is traveling and vlogging, and she was talking about being harassed by men. So she was going from one state to another state in a bus, sleeper bus, and then somebody comes and hits her inappropriately and wakes her up and then says sorry, he didn't know it was a lady sleeping. For whatever the case, you just don't wake up people, right? And if it's not your birth, that's not the place you are supposed to be, and there's no point saying sorry. And She was saying she didn't know whether he did it intentionally or unintentionally. For the kind of person I am, I always think it's intentional. I don't think anything is unintentional. Some things, yeah, but not in such cases. Anyway, so I was wanted to talk about the subject of all these kind of behaviors women do experience in India. Like we travel in local trains, in buses, and you're always concerned about your safety. You don't know when what will happen. And like we were traveling from Mumbai to Cochin in a train, and it's all reserved. We had reserved it couple of months back. Then in the night we decided to lie down and take a nap, sleep, and then around 12 in the night or something, men came into the train. Probably they were going to join some morcha which was going on in Cochin, so they must have gotten in Calicut or some place, I forget the name. And then the thing is, I'm in deep sleep and I can remember somebody hitting me and waking me up. So it is shocking. You're sleeping, right? And also you don't expect such a thing. And he's hitting me on the back, he's hitting me on the thighs and all, and waking me up while I am sleeping. And another one is sitting near my legs. Then this guy says move, move. He has to sit, it seems. It's middle of the night and this is reserved compartment. And then I got up scared. I saw that two people, he's sitting right, one is near the legs, one is in between, and there are many men. They are all going for some morcha. Some are squatting on the floor. They are just pushing everybody, and they don't care if it's a girl or old lady, young man. It doesn't matter. They're pushing everybody and just sitting. So my husband got annoyed and he told them not to do that, but they won't. They are like, what will you do? In Malayalam only this is all going on. He is Malayali, so he can converse with them, and threatening and all that. So and in the next bogie, which is, we were towards the end of the bogie, so it's full of security personnel, but still you don't have any security, absolutely. And what can you do if 40-50 men are there like this? And sometimes it doesn't have to be 40-50 men, even one or two will do like this. So I've experienced quite a bit of all this. So I don't know if you have experienced such things. And so anyway, people, finally what my husband did is that, see, if you want to sit, you sit down, don't sit on her or on me. And also, if you do anything like this, I'm going to stop the train. And apparently that is what they didn't want. They had to go to Cochin, so they didn't want any delay. There was a morcha the next day, I forget what it was for. And so as soon as he put his hand to pull the chain, they said, okay Chetta, everything is fine and all that. And they settled quietly down, but you couldn't use the restroom. There is no way you can even tiptoe and go, like there is no space. And also so many people, how will you go? If you get up from your place, they will take your place. So where will you sleep after that? My god, it is terrible. And these experiences, I keep on wondering if everybody is having not necessarily in the same shape, but what are your experiences on traveling in India, whether it was when you were in school, college, or now, now later on in life? Do let me know in the comment box below. And sadly, I never had such an experience when I was in the US. So that was one freeing thing I found about US when I went there. Just felt free, just felt like, oh, I can breathe. I can literally breathe. I can uh, do what I want and be happy. Just in the downtown New York, downtown areas, and in the subway there, I had to be careful. Like men would come up and say, "Sis, you have money, you have something." So I wouldn't even mess with them. I would take whatever. If I had $1 or two or five, whatever, I would just give it. So that also happened very rarely. You should not be in certain areas. I mean, you have to be very careful in certain areas. But you don't experience all this what we experience. Oh my god. So yeah, that was what I wanted to share. That's a quick chit chat video. Please do comment below and do let me know if you have had any experience in this matter, because when I was growing up, I always thought that it was only me, but then I'm not sure if it's only me or people do have get such experiences. My friends were not that open. I was not in a friend circle where people would freely share what they were experiencing. We were all very reserved, conservative type of girls. Maybe we thought that if this happens to me, something is wrong with me. Maybe that was the thing, and probably that is the thing. Like I always blame myself for anything happening to me. And at this age, it's rather late in life, but now I'm thinking it's not me. It's not, it doesn't show that I'm a bad girl, or I am sending the wrong triggers or things like that. And also these I did a lot of self-help reading, and these did change my mindset, and did like I forgot. I think that is Louise Hayes. Louise Hayes' book was a turning point in my life when she says everything. Like really, it is a really turning point. Like I started trying to love myself. I could not look. She has a mirror technique. I'm not sure if you're familiar. She has a mirror technique. Basically, you stand with a mirror and you look at the mirror and you say, "I love you, I love you." But I could never say that. That was a simple thing. You just have to take a mirror and say, "I love you, Lata," or "I love you as you are. I love everything about you. You are beautiful. You are gorgeous." I could never say that. I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I didn't understand why, and I would start crying, and I had major breakdowns, went into a depression spiral. It spiraled out of control kind of thing, and slowly worked it. My husband helped me get out of it, and then realized so many things were coming out. Things which happened to you in your childhood, they kind of, you don't know. Sometimes you just push it under the carpet. You don't know what has happened to you. Some I don't remember. Then slowly things like you said, maybe because at that point I just blanked it. But then when you start working on these self-help kind of things, you start these things come up to the surface. So it is really helpful. If you can, you just try and find Louise Hayes books. Okay, they are on Amazon. I purchased mine from Reliance. That time Reliance used to have a bookshop here in Oberon Mall. I purchased mine there actually, and I purchased almost all of her books. Now later I gave it to somebody, because I had moved on by that time into other books. I didn't want to clutter my house. But now I think I need to read that one more time. It was really, really helpful. There are a lot of Louise Hayes videos on YouTube also. You just search Louise Hay videos or Louis Hay full videos or something like that, and you will find many things. So that lady is really amazing. Okay, and uh, getting back to the topic, please do let me know if you have any experiences, good, bad, and ugly, and what are your thoughts. And tomorrow probably I'll have something else to share. Right now I'm not sure if I should be sharing certain more things. Based on people's response only I will share, because I don't want to be too open at this point in life. With some subscribers, yeah, they are very loving and caring, like Keena and uh, Dimple. Really, really, they're very, very sweet. But there are some who are really cruel, really cruel. So I don't want to open up as of now. So that was a small, tiny, tiny chit chat video. Please, please, please do let me know your version. Bye bye.